She is not trust. Why? Because she tell the patient she don't have time to see
She,
it.
she doesn't have time.
She doesn't have time to see it, and
Uh-huh.
she don't say the truth.
She doesn't say.
She doesn't say the truth because they say so many liars.
So many lies. My goodness.
Yes, she say she have many work, and that is not trust.
Yeah, and even if she has to take care of the patients to give the attention, then it is her duty. She must do it.
Yes, it's a shame.
Yeah, it is a shaming.
Yes,
Well, yeah, so in this case, there are some people who don't practice values. That's so sad. All right, thank you very much, Irma.
thank
Fer,
you.
all right. Fernanda, what do you think about values? Are they practiced nowadays?
Oh, it's a deep question. I think some people practice them and some people don't. And maybe those who have problems or something like that don't have an option like tips or people that don't don't know how to do or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And what's your opinion, for example, about the news that we watch every day on TV? I am talking about, for example, the priests who are pedophiles, uh, the ones that are supposed to be uh, giving the word of God to the people, protecting people, and they attacked children. So for me, I don't know, it is difficult to believe that that they act with values.
Yes, unfortunately, I mean the news are very good, but at the same time are very bad because sometimes they don't show all through. Maybe they show any problems, but not the reality of that. And I don't know, it could be very good, but it's sad because all the changes in the world are, I don't know, unbelievable.
Yeah, yes, they are. All right, look at this. Here we have in the image some of the core values. Uh, Here we go. For example, here we have openness, honesty, trust. So, what do you think about them? Could you mention the values that you practice every day if you find them in here? Gustavo, welcome.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay, don't worry. Okay, so look at this. Let's check what are the core values. Well, some of the core values. And please try to tell me or to tell everybody what are the core values that you practice in your everyday life. Okay, Irma first.
Thank you, teacher. Well, I try to be respecting another
Respectful.
people.
Uh-huh. To be respectful.
Yes, I try to be
Honest. Uh-huh.
honest. I try to say the truth, and I am open. How to say?
I am an open-minded person.
Yes, I don't critique, and I try to ayudar.
Help.
I try to help another people in the hospital.
Okay, thank you very much, Irma. All right, so what about you, Fernanda?
Thank you. I try to practice all of them, but obviously I'm not a perfect person and I made mistakes. But yes, I try to practice all of them every day because I try to do my best every day with everyone, and I hope I can do it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it. All right. You know what? I think that we can get better every day, day by day.
Yes, I'm totally agree.
All right. Thank you very much, Fer.
Thank
Gustavo,
you.
please talk to us about the values that you practice every day, the ones that are important for you.
Okay, I think that they all are important, but I think that in my case, honesty is a very important value because if you are honest, you can be very trustly. So
Uh-huh.
honestly, trust. I think that we all must to be to respect everyone, everything, and everywhere you are, you must respect all in the environment. I don't know, in house, in work. The respect is very important. Additional teamwork is very important in the work, in the job. For example, you need to practice teamwork because you are not a lone person. You are in a society, and teamwork is very important to get all you want. So I think that all of these are very important for me.
That's it. Excellent. And you mentioned also something very important. You mentioned teamwork. So I guess that teamwork can be practiced not only at work, but we can help children to learn how to use it, how to do it in family. Because if we teach children that they have obligations, that they have to help to do their duties, to have everything in order, and that everybody has a role, but their role is to help, then we are helping them to learn how to work in teams.
Yes,
So
yes,
yes, I
true.
think that it's very important also. Yes. Hey, thank you very much. All right, let's go to the next image. Give me a moment because I am stamping hearts everywhere and I am not moving the page. All right, here it is. Okay. Okay, so look at this. Here we have the difference between values and ethics. Do you have clear what's the difference between values and ethics? Here we have some of the differences. So could you help me reading, please, Fer? Please help me reading about values, okay?
Okay. Values. They are the basic beliefs. Every individual has a set of values. Will never debate from their values. The values can be said to be the guiding principles in one's life.
Thank you very much. All right. So, Irma, could you help me reading about ethics? Irma, hello. Don't be shy.
Yes, teacher, I am here. Sorry. Ethics. Ethics is guidelines of rules mainly based on moral values. Ethics has also been boiled on loyalty, honesty, and compassion. That's correct?
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yes.
teacher.
So, as far as you can see, what is the difference then between values and ethics? Gustavo, what do you think about that difference?
Ethics is a style of life, and it's confirmed about several values. I think that value is a very important part of the ethics.
That's it. Excellent. Thank you. Irma, what's your idea about it?
I think Gustavo has the truth. Values are things we have, are ours, es lo que nos caracteriza.
What is our characteristic?
Yes, and ethic is in general what is correct and what is not correct.
All right, thank you very much. Fer, what's your opinion about this?
It's something like my partner's, but I think ethics are all the rules and norms that the community have, and the values are the actions or a lifestyle we have.
That's it. Well, I don't know, because they say that values are the basic beliefs. So if you said beliefs, they are ideas. And values can be said to be the guiding principles in one's life. If they are the guiding principles, I guess that they are ideas, they are thoughts. And ethics, they say about ethics is guideline or rules, mainly based on moral values, and has also been built on loyalty, honesty, and compassion. I think, you know what, I consider that ethics is the practice and values is the theory, kind of like that.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yes.
my idea. All right, excellent. So let's go to the next slide. Here you are. Ta-da! Here we have values in practice. What do you think about the practice of values of these people? Of course, whenever we do things that are not correct, we have to practice values. Here, I'm sorry. Okay, here we are. And so, of course, here we have inappropriate actions. So, this person, what do you think about this person? Is this correct, what he is doing?
No.
But what is the reason? Why is he doing so? Do you think that if the reason is good, then the action is also good? Let's suppose that he has a sick person in his family. He doesn't have money, and so he doesn't know how to help his person in need, and so he needs to burglar so that he can get the money. So is it correct, or what's your idea? Let's suppose that he's burglaring because he has a necessity. He has a sick person at home. What's your idea about it, Fernanda?
Well, it's very difficult because I think maybe that person have many problems in his house and he have to record at that action, and I don't know, it's very hard for me to describe it, but I think it's the action is very bad, but maybe he has a very important reason or something like that.
All right, thank you very much, Fer. And so, Gustavo, what do you think about this?
Well, I think that this person, it's like the last slide, ethics and values. He could have a lot of values, and one of these values is that he loves some person and he needs a lot of the money, but he doesn't have money and he's stolen. But the ethics say that it's not okay, and you can you can have a lot of values. One of these is the love for the people, the love for I don't know, the family that needs the money, and it's not correct to steal. But the ethics says that it's not correct. So I think that the ethics is a level stronger than the values.
Mm-hmm. That's it. All right. Thank you very much. Irma, what's your opinion? Irma, hello.
I am here. I'm sorry. I
It's okay.
think that what he's doing is not correct. That is not ethic, and his values are so pobres,
Poor.
so poor. We have necessity, but we don't are stole. We don't stole to another people.
That's it. All right, thank you. And let's suppose that you see a person who is burglaring in the house of your neighbor. So what would you do? Gustavo, what would you do if you saw a person who is burglaring?
I don't know, maybe call the police because I can fight with this person. I maybe I don't know, call the police. Call the police.
Mm-hmm. That's very sensible. Thank you. Irma, what would you do?
Well, I have a situation like that, and I scream.
Did you scream?
Yes, I scream. It's don't do that. It's bad. Go away. I call the police, and that person go away.
Uh-huh. Oh my, but it was a tremendous risk.
Yes, but I was very young. I don't know what I am doing.
Uh-huh, you were a baby, maybe. How old were you?
I have 20, I don't know, 23 years, something like that.
Uh-huh. Oh my. But yes, you were under a tremendous risk because what could it happen if the person shot or the person pursue you? I don't know. There could have happened many things.
Yes, I know it, but I understand now. And
Yeah.
then I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I think I am doing the correct.
Yeah. So you just reacted.
Yes.
Oh my, that's tremendous. All right, thank you very much, Irma.
Thank you.
Okay, and so Fer, what about you? What would
Well, thank you. Well, I get scared because I'm not good in that kind of situations, but I will do the same. I will call the police.
Yeah, I think it would be the most recommendable.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. All right, well, I'm going to talk to you about a case I saw. When I was working in an elementary school, I saw that there was a boy who was so aggressive this boy used to hit everybody, to say bad words, to, well, he was a troublemaker. So I called his mother. And when the mother came, she was also with his father. So there were his parents, no, mommy and daddy. And so I told them, you know what? I think that you should talk to your boy because, well, his behavior is not the most correct. He uses to hit his classmates. He uses to, well, to be rude. So I consider that you should talk to him so that he could correct some of his attitudes. And so when I said that, mother began to hit the boy directly in his face with her hand, and daddy began to yell also to the boy and to the mother. So it was a terrible mess because father and mother were all fighting each other, yelling to the boy. And so there I could realize that the boy was a troublemaker because he had a problematic family. So I don't know. I think that when we are aggressive with a little boy, with a little girl, then they learn to be aggressive also. So I didn't know what to do because the correction shouldn't be for the boy, it should be for his family. But what do you think about this, Gustavo?
Well, at least they didn't hit you.
Yeah, at least I was safe because I was back of the desk.
Yes. Well, I think that the problem with a little child is the reflect of their parents. If he is aggressive, he has a lot of violence. Is like the picture, right? Father showed to the mother, mother showed to the children, and the children shouts to the daddy. So it's the reflect of what do you do? What do you see in your home? I think so. The child couldn't be different.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Thank you very much, Gustavo. Okay, Irma, what's your opinion?
Well, I think the story is ugly, but it's a true of the reality we are living in this time, desafortunately. And
Unfortunately.
yes, and I don't know how to say that is you some people don't um have children. I think that.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Well, in fact, let me confess that I have a young son. He's a young adult, and he's planning to get married. But he told me, you know what, mommy, I don't plan to have any child. So please don't don't get mad at me. You are not going to have any grandchild from my part. And I said, why, baby? Why that decision? And he told me, because there's a lot of violence in the streets. There's a lot of problems everywhere. So I am afraid that the world is not a very good place for a baby to be. And so I said, oh my, that's so dramatic, but I didn't know what to say. All right, and so thank you, Irma. Fair, what do you think about this fact?
Uh, well, I think, um, people often say that everything starts at home, and I'm totally agree with that phrase because when we are child, we are babies, we learn everything. And I mean, we learn. vocabulary, we learn actions, situations, violence, we learn everything. And I agree with that phrase because I think everything starts at home. And I don't know, it's very sad because the children, they aren't to blame.
That's it. They just react the same way they see what they can learn. All right. Well, thank you very much. You know what? I think that that topic was so sensitive. So it's part of the, as you said, it's part of the reality of our society every day. And now I would like you to take into consideration this topic. So, what do you think about this fact? Is this regarding to values? Are we showing our education and our upbringing with this kind of behavior? Look at this. It's man-made. So, what's your opinion? Fer, what do you think about this?
I think we are very bad persons with the nature because many of our actions made that we produce so many garbage, and unfortunately every child, every baby pays, and it's so sad for me because they don't have to blame. I mean, I don't know, it's sad, and I think we could do better and yes, create solutions or something.
Thank you very much, Fer. All right, Gustavo, what do you think about this? Gustavo, hello. Don't go.
I'm here. It is, I don't know, it's a lack of values because, well, also it's contradictory because, example, when we go to the beach, we would like to see the sun, the water, the beach, very, very nice. But we have our bottles, our beers, and the people throw to the beach. So it's very contradictory because we want to be to see very nice everything, and we don't care about this. So it's a lack of values because it's very opposite what we want with what we do. So it's a lack of values.
Yes, that's it. And I think that, okay, we have the right of enjoying nature, but we are in charge of it. So we should take care of everything we do. Here, the case is this. Let's suppose that you go to the beach and you are picking up some of the trash in a little bag, in a little plastic bag, all the trash that some people littered, and somebody tells you, don't do that. Everybody litters, so you are not going to finish ever. So do you think that it's okay or that we should quit and say, well, yes, everybody litters, I won't finish ever? So what's your opinion, Gustavo?
Well, I think that it doesn't matter. So maybe I never finished to pick up all the trash, but the pieces or the trash I can pick up. It will be positive for the beach, maybe. So I don't think I don't like or I don't mind. Sorry, I don't mind if somebody tell me that I do it.
Excellent. All right, thank you. Fernanda, what do you think?
I think we could do many things about it, but I'm totally agree with Gustavo because I don't know, we don't have so many time for pick up all the trash and all the plastics, but I think if we could do actions and maybe all the people could help us.
That's it. That's my point. You know what? If we, well, this is something that happened to me when I went to the beach. I went to Guerrero, to Playa Ventura. And Playa Ventura, it's a wonderful, beautiful place. But unfortunately, people who go vacation is in charge of littering all of the trash you may imagine. So I was with my family, and there were many little children with me because my son-in-law's family is very big. So I was picking some of the trash and I was teaching children. I was asking children to help me. And I was telling them, look at this. This is plastic. This plastic could kill a turtle. So if we pick the plastic up, we save a turtle. And so the children were so excited because they said that they were going to save all of the animals in the sea, and they were picking up the trash. And so one of the person next to me told me, you know what? It is useless because, okay, you are picking trash and all the people all around you is littering. But for me, the principal action, the most important part was not to pick the trash up in that moment, was to teach the children who were surrounded me that we have the obligation to save the animals, the planet, the ecosystem. So my objective was not maybe to clean the beach in that moment, but to teach children. And so that's something that he didn't understand. He said, that's useless. Everybody is littering, so don't do that. But I consider that, yes, it's necessary to educate children in the care of nature. That's another value, that's respect.
Yes.
All right. So if you, let's suppose that you have to organize a campaign. Now we are going to do a very nice exercise. So I want you, Gustavo, Irma, and Fernanda, to interact each other. You are going to organize a cleaning campaign, and you are going to decide when it is going to be, what time you are going to start. Let's decide also what you are going to do, how much it is going to spend, to cost, all right? I'm going to write all the questions for you. Is what to do, when to do it, what time will it be, uh, who will be invited, uh, 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 how much will it cost, and what else, where will it be? All right, those are the questions that you have to answer all together. All right, I want you to be talking, to be taking agreements. Hello.
Yes.
All right. So it's a teamwork.
Okay. Well, what to do? I don't know. It's like if we planify a campaign.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you
Okay.
are going to planify what is the action first.
Okay. So the one action is maybe to make I don't know how do you say pancarta?
Advertisement.
Advertisement, yes. Is to advertise the campaign, invite everybody to pick up the trash in the beach one day, what time maybe.
That's it. But what I want you to do is to talk, Gustavo, Irma, Monse, and Fernanda, as a team because you are the organizers.
Okay. How do you think that we can invite all the people in this beach or in this town to make it more clean? What do you think, Fernanda?
Well, I think that point of view of Gustavo are good, but I think we could start in our community because it's so hard. Starts with everyone in this planet or this country, and maybe it could better if we have little things or little situations or solutions in our community for because after that we could explain of all the world.
What do you think, Irma, about how much will it cost? Do you think that it would very expensive or very cheap?
Well, I think it's not very expensive because we get up the trash when with our hands uh, and put in plastic bags and say the people who 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 wants quien quiera,
Whoever wants.
whoever wants, do the same with art. And I think um, where will it be? I don't know, in the beach on Acapulco and Puerto Marquez.
I think it's fine. Acapulco needed too much.
Oh yes.
What do you think, Gustavo? Do you like the place?
Well, yes, it's fine. Acapulco is the one of the most contaminated beaches, so it's a very nice place to start. Like you say, it's important to delimit the supervise and start in this place. So it's a good beginning. Start in Acapulco. Maybe I was thinking like a very ludic. I mean, we play. We do. If we organize, I don't know, some place, some activities, fun activities to the person, help us to pick up the trash.
We can invite some companies too. I mean, companies that are very aware about the environmental damage, and they can promote all the products.
That's correct. I think that is very good because the plastic, the bottles have an rust and that we keep it or an institution for the children of cancer.
Oh, it's a very nice idea.
Yes.
Yes, I think we could help us in the social media because every people have Facebook or WhatsApp. And
That is good, Fernanda.
excuse me?
That is good.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and maybe it could be a great form to explain our ideas and we could do better.
What do you think, Monse?
I think it's so nice idea to do it real. I mean, we I know that we are in from another states in Mexico, but we can do it in our city or our place of work, maybe.
Yes. And you, Gustavo, what do you think about that idea?
Yes, it's very nice because everybody has access to the media, to the Facebook, Twitter. So it's a very nice idea, and I would like to use some hard, very hard pictures. I don't know, animals dying for the trash. Some ideas, that some pictures, and when people saw it, they had a very hard feeling to
So,
trash to pick to fold the trash.
so touching.
Okay.
Yes, that is another good idea, Gustavo. And
Yes,
we can,
maybe we could do something like documental or something like Discovery Channel
yes,
because
why not?
they show very hard image and they offer many information about that. So it will be a great idea.
Yes, I like it. There is not much cost for us, and we can invite it.
You know what? Something that I liked very much was also what you mentioned about the activities that you could do. I guess that it is very interesting because people could not only do something correct for the environment, but also to have a funny time.
Yeah, this is
Yes,
good.
it's very important to fun when you are making something.
That's it. And what kind of activities do you consider you could do?
I think is one thing is separate the boats about plastic and the rust, and tell one company like Bonafont, they want the bottles to do wherever they want.
And maybe to ask to Bonafont to give you some product so that you can give it to the people who participate as a prize. Maybe
Ah,
to make
yes,
a race, no, to make a contest.
that's another good idea.
The person who brings more taps or more pet is going to win a bottle of juice, a so-called bottle of juice, or kind of like that. No, I think so.
Una gorra, una playera.
Some promotional products.
Yes.
Hey,
So, something I would like to promote. I don't know you if you are you watch this because when you go to the beach, there never there are no how you say a basket
Ah,
uh,
uh,
waste
yeah.
basket.
sort of place where to put all the trash.
Yeah, yes. In all the beach, there are there no there is no any waste basket. So
Uh-huh.
I would like in beaches maybe a container, or I don't know, when you put through the trash in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right. It should be a good idea. It would be a good idea to do it. To put
I want to do it now.
yeah, you know what? I feel like doing it in reality. Let's make it come true. Hey, that's it. All right. You know what? I thank you so much for your participation and for your attention and your attendance. It was very nice, and I think that it was not only useful for learning English, but also for making conscious about the state of our planet. So thank you very much. I don't know if you want to say anything else, to say any comment.
Oh, yes, I have a question, but in another thing.
Yeah, it's okay. Please tell me.
You sent a mail on Sunday, Monday, no, Monday, and you wrote that the next week it will be a midterm exam.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You know what? I committed a mistake because I thought that it was going to be next week. But no, it's in 2 weeks more.
Phew.
Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah, so you can sleep
Well,
you can rest, you can sleep mildly. No, I'm sorry. My mistake. It's
Okay.
I
tomorrow.
mean, if we are like working in all the units, but we are not in the unit that you suggest, we can also improve our progress, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
What I suggest is to wait for the focus material to come, because in the focus material you have the explanation about all the grammar topics and the vocabulary you may need. If you do it yourself, it may be okay, but it may be also that you solve the exercises in a wrong way, and later on you receive the focus material and you say, oh, here it is the explanation. I should
Yes.
have waited.
Perfect.
That's it.
Another question.
Yes.
You sent the link for a ebook today or yesterday. I don't remember. But in the ILSE platform, there were a ebook.
Uh-huh.
Since it started, which ebook is the correct, or which ebook is we have to use?
The ebook I sent was for B2 and C1. If you are in B1, the correct one is which is in the platform in the course B1. Yeah, what I sent is for levels B2 and C1.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Have a very good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye,
Nice
everyone.
to talk
Thank
to
you.
See
you.
you.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night, everyone.
Bye.